There we are seeing the 10 hidden faceless niches that are still untapped in 2026. So let's jump right in. Our first niche here, Wisdom of Hope. When you look at this channel, they've done 74 videos and they have over 3.8 million views, which is quite something. So how do they do their videos? They're mostly these are original stories that are narrated with a very heartfelt voiceovers, and their visuals are quite simple to make. These are mostly stories about self-improvement and how people can make their lives better. It's generally a self-improvement kind of channel, but the way they are doing their videos, it is quite simple narrations, but also the uniqueness of their images. They have quite a brand. They have branded themselves, and I love their uniqueness. When you look at most of these videos, they are quite short. They're not even 5 minutes long, and this is one of the things that you look at when you're going into such a niche. If a niche is performing well and the titles are performing well, the topics of the videos are performing well, the thumbnails are really capturing, you don't want to reinvent the wheel when it comes to variations in mostly how the thumbnails are done, but also you would want to do to pick out titles that are similar to the titles that are performing well. What you can do with this channel, you can do longer stories. Videos that are 10 minutes long are quite good when it comes to YouTube, because with that, YouTube is going to have an ample time to be able to run ads on your videos, and you're going to make more money when you have longer videos. That is one of the tricks or the tips that I can give you, so you can out compete this video in such a way. Let's go to the next channel. This one is called True Happened. They have 30 videos already, and when you look at the amount of views, it's an insane amount of views. They have 1.4 million views. So how are they doing these stories? Their thumbnails, first of all, are very captivating, but even the storytelling, the animations that are in the stories. Now, I know that there are very many people who are doing history channels, but the way you tell the story matters. When you look at the thumbnails that are in these on these videos, they're very captivating and they tell quite a story. This is something that you want to capture. You want to capture the attention of someone who's going to click on your video even before they click. That is one thing, but also the topics are picked out very well. But what I noticed also, the narrations of these videos are quite well done, but the most important thing also, the animations are on point. You want to have the storytelling and connect it to the thumbnail and connect it to the title, which are the three key elements when it comes to doing these videos. I think these videos are quite replicatable. If you can't do them, you can rent out the services to someone who can do them. There are very many video editors who can do quite these videos at a relative fee of something like $35 per video on Fiverr, and you can be able to profit. History channels have a high revenue, a higher RPM, revenue per mil, which is quite good. So you'll be able to have to get quite an amount of money when you are doing such videos. So this channel is called Drive Morph. When you look at them, they have done 179 videos and they're having 12 million views. Now, what are they doing? What they're doing they're doing mostly cinematic car transformations, the before of the cars in the earliest days and the after, the evolution of cars. It's quite something different. Mostly for the car niche, what I've seen people do, what they've been doing is mostly just making narrations of how the cars are performing. But this is quite a unique niche. What they're doing, they're showing these cars mostly from the earliest years, from 1919, from 1959, from 1948, and how these cars have come and they are evolving to the latest models, which is quite something that people can relate to, because they are driving these cars, they are driving the latest models. So they would love to see how these cars evolved. Now, what I see that they are not really doing well. The thumbnails are well done, and then the way they are doing the animations, the way the cinematic animations are done, it is quite good. What they are not captivating on very well, I believe, it is the length of the video. When you want to go into such a channel, you want the length of your videos to be over 10 minutes. I always emphasize that you do videos that are 10 minutes longer, because it gives you an upper hand when it comes to ad revenue and how you are going to earn from this channel. I believe this channel is purely AI created and generated. The videos are AI generated, and even the transformations are AI generated. You can be able to nail this kind of style. And I believe even when it comes to the thumbnails, you can do quite better, because for the texts, I see the texts are quite blurry. You can be able to do a better job. For the way the cars are portrayed, that you can pick a leaf. It's okay when it comes to thumbnails, but for the texts, you can be able to do a better job on the thumbnails and be able to earn over $25,000, which I believe this channel is earning. Before we continue, I want to call upon you. If you enjoy our videos, please, I'm going to call you to remember to subscribe. When you subscribe, we put out a video each day, and these videos are going to give you a variety of the various niches that you can venture into, because we do proper research of these niches and we bring them to you, and we also explain to you how you can make them better, or how you can outcompete the people who are already thriving in these niches. So thank you so much for subscribing. Let's jump back into the next niche. This one is called Uncharted Mysteries, and they've done already 51 videos and 215,000 subscribers. They're using an old account. Definitely you can do this when you're starting out. If you have an old account, you can do this. They have over 22 million views. And when you look at what they're explaining, mostly they're explaining things that are ancient, things that are hidden, things that you would really think of discovering. For the people who are really into history and discoveries, they love such videos. And when you look at their videos, the videos are lengthy, so they're going to be quite expensive. When you're going into such a niche, these videos are going to be quite expensive because they are lengthy. But again, the more lengthy that they are, because most of the videos that they have are quite lengthy, the more lengthy that they are, the more money that you're going to make. When the history niche itself, it has an RPM of over $10. So when you're doing lengthy videos, that means there are going to be very many ads that are going to be placed in this video. So the more the length, the more the money that you're going to make from the ads. So I believe this channel is even making over $50,000 because their videos are quite lengthy. When you want to go into such a channel, you want to rent out the services of the video editor, because it's quite a job that you're going to be able to venture into, and you want to focus on the selection of maybe the thumbnails and how proper they are crafted, and the selection of the topics that are going to work well with this particular channel. Let's go into another name. This is quite also simple. It's called Frame TV Gallery, and what they are doing, it's an art gallery that is showing various images and wallpapers. That is quite simple, but they are showing them in an animated way or in a very simple layover way. They have over 8 million views, and when you look at their thumbnails, the thumbnails are quite simple, but the videos are lengthy, because mostly what they are doing, they're bringing 4K cinematic images of different kinds of portraits, and they are laying them over, which is quite simple. So when you look at such videos, these are videos. This is actually a purely AI generated channel, and you can be able to work this out, or maybe be able to do videos that are even of better topic. When we go into this one is called Your Brutal Bestie. They have done already 113 videos, and what they are talking about mostly, they are trying to bring those uncomfortable truths in life and relationships and human psychology. You know, human psychology is one of the evergreen niches because people are always fighting with different kinds of things. They're trying to become better at themselves in relationships. So they're always seeking for knowledge. But when you are creating a channel and you create videos in a much more better way and explain them in a and give them that style of uniqueness, it becomes much more better. I want you to look at the uniqueness when it comes to the thumbnails. The images are quite unique because there are very many videos that are into this very niche, but the way they are explaining their videos is different. When you look at the text is laid out in the topmost part of the thumbnails, but also the activities that are portrayed in on the thumbnails. It's quite intriguing and the emotions are put out very well. So when you want to go into such a niche, you want to emulate the style of how they are doing the thumbnails. But look at the length of their videos. The videos are not 10 minutes longer. What I always talk about, you want to do videos that are longer. So when I'm going into such a niche, if I were to go into such a niche, I would do videos that are 15 minutes longer to give viewers even more explanations when it comes to these topics. But the topics are quite well selected, and also the things that they talk about, they evoke emotions. You always want to ask yourself, if I'm designing a thumbnail, if I'm designing a title, what emotion is it evoking? If it's emotionless, then there are no people who are going to click on it because people are driven by emotions, and you are doing these videos for your viewers. So you want to always know which kind of emotion you are evoking with these videos. And when you look at what they're doing, and I believe the niche that they are into, which is a relationship niche, which has an RPM of over 10 or $12, you can be able to make $35,000 with this kind of channel. This one also is called the Savage Narrator. It's also good. Mostly what they're doing, their videos that are about honest truth and psychology related views, but they also have their kind of uniqueness. That uniqueness is very important. When you are doing videos, you always want to have that unique style. You want to get an animated style that is unique to you. When it is unique to you, then you're going to be able to nail it down. But also the people who follow you, you're going to create a brand, because it reaches a time and you want to bring on brand deals. You want to expand your channel, maybe even sell some other products that are related to your channel. So you want to have that kind of uniqueness so that the people who subscribe to your channel, the people who go into watching your videos, they already understand you. Now, this channel, the Savage Narrator, already has 111 videos. They have 7.7 million views, which is quite well. When I'm doing such a channel, I already have 2 channels of these. And what I'm doing with my channels, mostly the videos are 15 minutes longer. And what I've zeroed down to is that the narrations are quite deep. I always want people to be driven mostly with a voice that is on point, but I also want the narration to be kind of real. The tools that I've found to do this very well, it is called 11 Labs. 11 Labs is a voice an AI voice generation tool that has millions of voices, but their voices are quite good. And when it comes to the narrations, they are quite on point. So when you want to do such a channel, you can rent out the services of 11 Labs, and you can be able to do the voiceovers. You can also create these images for yourself and be able to do the layovers in a much more better way using the tool like CapCut, which is free and easy to use. And this, I believe, it is a channel that you can even attempt and do for yourself. You don't have to rent out services of any. You just have to emulate what people are doing. What topics are they talking about? How are they designing their thumbnails? You emulate that. How am I going to create the images? The images, you can go to a tool that is called Google AI Studio, and you can be able to do these kinds of videos uh, at a free cost when it comes to the images, but for 11 Labs, you're definitely going to subscribe. Their cost is not so high. The cost at which you're going to make over 10 videos, it is going to be understandable, and it's going to be quite affordable to you as a creator. So let's go into this one. This one is called Informed Travelers. Informed Travelers, it's mostly a channel that is talking about different kinds of scenarios across the world, but mostly real insight into world travel and shifts in tourism. Now, they've done 35 videos and they already have 3.4 million views, which is quite a huge number of views compared to the number of videos. Now, what they're talking about, they're mostly travel related videos, but they're relating these videos to mostly United States. You know, people coming from United States, when they watch your videos, there is a high RPM that comes with that viewership, because people always want to run ads to people who are in the United States. So this is a channel that is performing well, and you can look at their thumbnails. They're quite simple. What I would suggest, I believe you can do a better job when it comes to the thumbnails. These are not the best thumbnails, but by the fact that they are performing well, I believe when it comes to the travel niche, you can do a better job. Now, for the creation of the videos, it is mostly stock footage and narrations that are related to these topics. You're going to rent out these services to someone who can do these videos. They can be edited for you on a platform like Fiverr. There are very many affordable creators or freelancers who are doing these kinds of videos. For the thumbnails, you can do a better job when it comes to them, but also the emotion that the titles evoke. You want to do even better titles to evoke more emotions when it comes to such videos. But this is something that you can definitely venture into. So let's go into this one. This one is called Every Youth Boys. They have over 136 videos, and they're averaging over 24.6 million views. This is quite good. So what are they doing? Mostly they're doing a scary body cam videos, videos about Halloween, horror, psycho related videos. These are footages that can be done for you when you rent out the services of a freelancer who can do this for you at quite an affordable fee. These videos, you can get them at a fee of even $25. But when you look at their video, the videos are quite short. They're not even over 10 minutes. And I've always told you, if you want to outcompete any channel when you're entering into a niche, or if you want to perform better and you're doing any faceless YouTube channel, what you want to zero down to, you want to be able to do videos that are 10 minutes longer. I would do something like 15 minutes longer when it comes to such videos, but also I would emulate the style of the thumbnail, because I believe it's working out quite well. They even have a video that they did 1 month ago, and it's already having 5 million views. This is something that I also I'm thinking of venturing into such a channel, because it's doing quite well, and add it in the catalog of the channels that I already have. But I believe this is one of the niches that is doing quite well. You hear what I've noticed, the titles are very okay. You can emulate the style of the titles. The thumbnails are perfect. You can emulate the style of the thumbnails, or even add more visibility when it comes to how the texts are laid over and how visible they are. But also, when it comes to the length of the videos, you can make videos that are quite longer than what they're already making, and you can be able to make quite a huge sum of money. I believe this channel is making over $50,000 because they're having an insane amount of views, but the videos are doing quite well. But also your narrations and how the videos are edited, it is very much important to keep viewers watching on and coming back. Now the last one on our list, it's called HOA titles. So now this one, it's mostly about homeowners who are filing fines and the different kinds of scenarios that are happening. Now, when you look at such videos, many people actually in the United States, they love to own homes. They are paying mortgages to own homes. So these are the demographics that you're going to be capturing when it comes to such videos. I believe you can do a better job. The thumbnails were done well, but for the text is not quite visible. You can do a better job when it comes to the text, but you can emulate scenarios that are already happening when it comes to the thumbnails and the selection of the topics, which is quite good. This is a channel that will get you a revenue per mil of over $15, which is quite good. You can do better when it comes to these videos, but also the narration and the visibility of the faces in these thumbnails, they can be done in a much more better way. Given that you already know that this channel is monetized and they're making quite some money, you can be able to do a better job and even increase on the views that you get with this kind of channel. Now, if you enjoy our videos, we put out a video every day, and the essence of that is to help you to become better and have a variety of options when it comes to faceless YouTube videos, to do or make uninformed decisions and be able to jump into some of these niches and make money even when you're not showing your face on camera. If you enjoy our videos, please, I'm going to call upon you, subscribe to the channel and keep watching for more videos. Thank you.